When I am pregnant, I am not alone. When we return to my cold and dark cell at night, we find a way to endure this together. I sing to my baby and tell him stories. I am an addict and a criminal, but I am also a loving mother who wants good things for her child. Seeing my doula is the only thing that is helping me get through this. The Minnesota Prison Doula Project helps these women and others like them by providing doula care and education services for incarcerated pregnant women to ensure their babies get a healthy start to life.
A doula is a trained professional who provides informational support, emotional support, and physical support to women in birth.
So currently we provide doulas in the prenatal and into the postpartum period for incarcerated mothers and mothers who are returning to community from local jails. We also are providing prenatal education and postpartum support groups. What is at the heart of our project? It is hope, giving people hope for their life.
That's something that we do, is empower these moms, show them an example maybe they didn't see growing up. Being able to show them this is how you can bond with your baby, and these are the benefits.
When there is an experience like incarceration that's kind of stripping away privacy, respect, dignity, empowerment from these experiences, it's interfering with that bonding process.
Your baby deserves all the love that you can possibly give your baby. Make it as good of an experience as you possibly can.
We walk alongside of them that whole time to try to inspire them and encourage them and be present with them and share that experience so they are not alone. Together, we can create a beautiful, sacred birth for your baby. The pain of watching a mother have her child removed from her, the sense of powerlessness that must come with that, and worry and fear and sadness, it's just one of the most painful things you could ever see in your lifetime. The mother has committed a crime, right? But that child has not committed a crime. And the separation in and of itself is an injury to that child. It's amazing. We have served over 1,000 incarcerated women in 5 years. We have found ways to give women the birth experience they deserve, even in the context of incarceration. I think the outcomes of our project show that.
Our project supported 39 women. Every single one of those moms has had healthy deliveries and healthy babies. So all of those babies have been born at healthy birth weights and at healthy gestational ages. We've not had a single low birth weight or preterm infant in that time. Our C-section rate is only 10%, and all of those were repeat planned C-sections. The national average for C-sections for non-incarcerated women is around 33%. There's also some data from other states that suggest that the C-section rate for incarcerated women is in the low to mid 60%. So our C-section rate at 10% suggests that we're really doing something positive here to improve women's birth outcomes, and that has long-term consequences for infant health and development as well.
Rates of depression are significantly going down. Women are coming to group and saying that this is the best birth experience of my life, and it was in prison because I wasn't getting support on the outside. And now that I'm incarcerated, you know, I'm sober, I'm getting my needs met, I'm clear-headed, and now I can go on the outside and I realize I can improve my life, and it's okay to ask for help. And I've gotten something positive out of this. We hear people in the community say, why do people who are in prison who've committed a crime deserve this intervention? I would come back and say that we need to really, as a society, be taking a deeper look at why women are coming to prison. And that often includes things such as intense trauma, addiction, poverty is a significant contributor, and mental illness.
We recognize that these women are incarcerated for a reason. We understand there are serious safety and security considerations that need to be taken into account, but we also can think about the real public health benefits of supporting mothers and their babies.
Why wouldn't we want these women to be more connected to their children so that when they get out of prison, they can do better for themselves and for their children?
When mothers have a strong bond and connection to their babies, they're less likely to abandon them. They're less likely to abuse or neglect them in their lifetime, because nature is amazing. You know, it gives us these hormones that prime us to bond and connect and love our children. It feels very powerful to be in the room and just be open and be somebody that's unconditionally supportive and respectful and kind of offering people a little piece of dignity in their life where they've lost so much of that.
I think our initial work was really leading up to informing changes at the legislature, thinking about ways in which we could use our research to inform practice and policy. We have worked together in a collaborative way to bring together stakeholders across diverse professions and really use their expertise to say, how can we make this work for incarcerated pregnant women within the systems in which they're residing to really improve their care and treatment.
Minnesota has joined the other 20 states in our country in eliminating shackles for pregnant birthing and postpartum women in our state.
Part of our state's anti-shackling legislation, women are entitled access to a doula if they choose in the prenatal or postpartum period, and that's unique to Minnesota. It's not offered anywhere else in the country at this time.
A donation to our project will help a mother achieve the birth she deserves and her baby a healthy start to life.
Your donation will help us support incarcerated pregnant women and girls throughout the state of Minnesota.
Your donation will help us expand our advocacy efforts in Minnesota and across the country. We know that what's happening here in Minnesota is not isolated. Incarcerated pregnant women across the country need our help. We are going to be continuing our efforts to use research to inform what's happening with this population and advocate for improved care and treatment of incarcerated pregnant women across the country.
If you would like to support the Minnesota Prison Doula Project, you can visit their website or donate directly via the link in the description section below. And if you'd like to vote for this video on the Project for Awesome website, go to projectforawesome.com.